Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have Throwback Thursday for you, and it's kind of nice because it is like not even 7:30 in the morning and I actually have a little bit of light out here. Summer's on its way. Yes. Anyway, so Throwback Thursday, today I'm just going to be reviewing for you guys the very last of my winter candles here, so I'm super stoked. And we're going to pick our very first candle for next Thursday, or should I say wax of some kind for next Thursday. But before we go any further, I'll tell you what, the only thing I have on my lips, which is crazy, right? It's Burt's Bees, what do they call this? Number 501 Blush. I don't really know the name of the lipstick, but that's Burt's Bees here. And that is what I'm wearing on my lips. So, before, I don't want to get this all messed up, I want to make sure I say it right. Layla's Lovely Picks, selected for me to review Amber and Tonka by DW Home Candles. So this is our very last candle, like I said before, for winter Throwback Thursday, and I'm super stoked to show you guys what's coming up for spring. All right, first of all, this is a DW Home Candle, of course. I found it at HomeSense for $12.99. It's covered up the size, like how many ounces this is, but one could guesstimate it about, let's see. Oh, let's just see if I can take this off. No, why would you put the ounces on the bottom? That's just silly. But say like 10, 12 maybe, smaller than a Bath and Body Works candle. There's this lovely lacquered black jar and a really handsome lid, fully wood. Peanut gallery. Anyway, family friendly. Okay, moving right along. So there's this candle here. I picked this up, oh gosh, I want to say like a year and a half ago, knowing and this was part of Throwback Thursday last winter's edition and never got picked. So it's got 2 rounds. So it's finally made it into this round here. So anyway, there's the label there and the jar. When I was, obviously in the store, obviously I liked it enough. It was different enough for me to pick this up and go, okay, I think at this point I was just getting into DW Home, like I was just starting to buy DW Home candles, and you guys know how much I do enjoy my DW Home candles. So it's more of a masculine scent without the cologne, if that makes sense. There's no mahogany teak wood or Abercrombie or whatever the hell that is. We don't have those stores up here in Canada. At least maybe we do, not in my little town. But anyway, those heady, musky fragrances, this is not it. But yet it's a sexy, manly candle. So I will show you. It is a wood wick. There's a little bit of spattery wood in there. That's obviously from when it burns down and it spits out, I guess, part of like ash in a way when it's burning. The last time I burnt this was probably last night for 4 hours. So it didn't quite pull out here on the edge there because the candles, unfortunately the wood wick has shifted ever so slightly from center over to here. Hence why this area here was the last. It didn't even pull out technically the other side. It comes with the lid here, and it's not just one of those lids that sits on top, it actually seals. There is a seal along the side, which is great. I feel like those ones actually do keep the scent in there better, so I enjoyed this. Very handsome. This lid is like woodworking, but raw woodworking, like a guy working with his hands. Black jar, lacquered, upbeat guy in a suit. On the weekend, he does woodworking, that kind of thing. That's kind of how I got with this. This was in my bedroom. I really enjoyed it. I couldn't find a scent description on this. Now, I will say there's a Tonka, for anyone who doesn't know what Tonka is. It's a type of vanilla. A lot of companies use Tonka. I'm finding wax vendors, and now I'm getting into wax vendor wax. They're using Tonka in their descriptions. Another company's been using Tonka in their descriptions for ages is Lush. A lot of their bath bombs or bath products have a Tonka in it. One of my favorite bath bombs is Twilight, and it's lavender and Tonka. So there you go. But back to this candle. It is definitely just manly. So anybody who follows me on my Instagram page, which is Canada Kim 1978, but Canada spelled with a K, I posted a photograph of this last night to show. So this jar may look like it's opaque and you can't see through it. It's hard to see right now because it's not super sunny outside. But when it's lit, you could see the flame from behind here. And that, thank you, I love that. That is, you know, it gives us a little sexy illumination, right? I think so anyway. Although I'm not really particularly pleased that the wick has shifted from center there. It hasn't given me any grief or anything like that. Now, it's hard to tell, but I believe that there is sooting up along this top area here. It's hard to tell. I could sort of show you a little bit of light. You can see the difference. So again, to the side that the wick has shifted up towards, that's where most of, I think, the sooting might be, but I can't really tell being a black candle that it is. I would definitely get a slight amber of vanilla. And I don't think it has anything to do with this lid. This, I don't know what type of wood this is, because I've had this, other than putting it on for this video, I've had this off of the candle the whole time. But there's some woodiness about this. Some, like I said, it's like some like guy on Monday through Friday wearing a Armani suit who is a go-getter and is like white, you know, like white collar, and then on the weekends he like has a cabin in the woods and he's chopping wood, and you know, like, oh my god, like that's my kind of guy. So with that said, that's exactly how I get, that's how I get from what I get from this candle. There is like a wooded note to this candle, but yet again, I don't have the description. There in the name of the candle, I don't see anything to do with any type of wood. So, and it says, oh sorry, it says DW home number 3, so there must have been some sort of sequential candle order or something. They must have had a bunch of them out of this particular kind or this collection. I really like this. It wasn't strong, I will say that. It wasn't super like pow in my bedroom. I would probably give it a 5.5. Very mild, but it's not bad. It wasn't offensive. I would have liked it to be more of a 7, 7.5, 8, somewhere around there. That would have been nice. But for this candle, it did pretty good, and $12.99 in Canadian dollars at HomeSense. It's not too bad. So thank you, Layla's lovely picks, for picking this one. All right, so I'm gonna put this down. And as you guys are aware, if you follow me on my Instagram, like I mentioned before, you guys know I post that this is going to be showing you upcoming spring wax Throwback Thursday. So things have changed a little bit. I kind of alluded to this in the last week or so in some videos. I didn't want to go out and spend probably would have been about $200 just to get a total of 15 candles, so make sure I had enough spring light candles for myself to review. But rather, I was sitting there looking at my entire collection of just even wax melts, and I was like, why would I do that? That's silly. Like, I'm not a huge floral fan. Like, I struggle at this time of year with a lot of florals, and I like some florals, and you'll see I have some florals here that I very much love, but others I'm just like, no, I don't want to waste my money on candle scents that I don't enjoy. Now, I sat back that day and I went, well, what can I do? Because, I mean, obviously I'm going to keep my Throwback Thursday, and it's got to be spring edition. So when I was looking through my collection here, I started picking through things that I'm like, what do I think of in like, what do I think of in terms of scent for springtime? Of course, there's floral of many different varieties. Lemon to me is springy to me, like lemon desserts are very Easter-like, things like that. That's my opinion. So there's going to be a mixture of things, and you will see. I will start off with the candles that I have. The first one I received as a gift for Christmas, which is awesome. It is a repackaged, renamed candle that I have burnt in the past. It was a smaller version of it, but I loved it. And it is by Voluspa. And my friend April sent this to me for Christmas. It was so sweet. So Voluspa's Prosecco Rose. Again, first person down below to pick out one of these combinations. Not even a combination. Either a candle or a wax melt. I'm going to be picking your name, letting you know, and we're going to be reviewing this next week. So there's Voluspa's Prosecco Rose. It's a 2-wick candle. Then I have a Loom. It is, I think they must have discontinued this because I got it on sale for $15. A Loom's Cloverleaf Nectar. Oh, Blanc Fleur de Jasmine, DW Home. Bought at the same time as that sexy candle. Now this will be tarted up because of this. This was in last year's spring Throwback Thursday and it fell and it broke. But so if it does get selected, this is Bath & Body Works Lilac Blossom. I will be chunking it up and putting it into my melters, but there is that. And into the exciting part for me, I think it's gonna be fun. Sensationals, a Violet Sugar. Beezy Tarts Glazed Citrus Pound Cake. So that's Beezy Tarts. And then we have Rosemary Mint, which is one of my favorite combinations, from the Bathing Garden. I have a Lemon Fluff by CFTKR. Candles from the Keeping Room. I always have to remember that. This one's Rose Girls Lemon Supreme. Just 3 big cubes actually of that. Then we have Lake Provence Lodge Lemon Ice Cube. Lemon Icebox Pie. So there's a lot of lemon, but I got a little bit of floral in here too. Honey Bourbon Frosting. Iced Lemon Sugar Cookie by Sensationals. Another one by the Bathing Garden. This is the Cream Meringue. Very beautiful floral. I have by Sensationals Honey Lavender Ice Cream. I have an extra little one that my friend Lisa sent me, so that if it gets chosen, I'll be doing those. Sensationals Petal Showers. And lastly, I've got a Rose Lychee Macaroon by Sensationals. So you guys, that is that. I hope that I want, like I say, when it's your own money and you don't want to go and spend a bunch of money on things that you don't want. So these are all things that I have bought, like either received as gifts or purchased myself. Some of these Bathing Garden ones and some of these other like Rose Girls I received in an awesome it was a gift at Christmas time for my friend in Florida. So, but a lot of these I've purchased myself, and I am getting into melting. There's no hiding it, but I'm melting and burning at the same time. So I just need more candles to excite me. I think that's the big thing, is I don't find a lot is exciting me, and I think I'm not I'm the only one in that position or feel that way. So you guys, as always, thank you so much for joining me, and thanks for making Throwback Thursday so much fun. I think we've been doing this for almost the entire time I've been on my channel. I started my channel in July, and I believe it was early fall. I want to say it was about September, October of 2015 that I got started with this. So I'm super stoked with that. So anyway, you guys, as always, be safe and have fun.